Hello and welcome to the show. As you might remember, last week we talked about the crazy situation of COVID tests for travel. Well, you won't believe what happened to me since then. I was due to travel from England to the States, so I booked a rapid-style antigen test at Heathrow Airport the day before my flight. The official testing provider there is called Collins & Group. It's the same company that owns Priority Pass. Well, the test itself went very smooth. By now, I'm quite used to having an extra long Q-tip inserted halfway up into my brain. I was told the result would be uploaded into my online account within 30 minutes, and so I went back on my merry way to the hotel. Over the last year or so, I've had so many COVID tests, it's now kind of a non-event for me. Well, this time it was different. After about an hour, I checked for the result, but nothing. So I emailed Collins & Support and eventually received this response. Hi Andrew, thank you for your email. I can certainly help with that. I have checked. Please continue checking as it is not yet loaded. Yeah, no kidding, Sherlock. That's why I wrote you my email in the first place. And then they concluded their email with the laughably unhelpful sentence, I hope this information is useful, but if you need anything else, please visit blah blah blah, you get the idea. Not helpful at all. By now, it was starting to get late, and I was getting worried because my flight was the next morning. So I emailed again, and this time someone else replied saying, Hi Andrew, thank you for getting in touch, and I can confirm I have received your email. Really? When you respond to an email, you don't need to write, I've received your email, because the fact that you're responding to it shows you received it. Anyway, the email continues, I am sorry you haven't received your result. Please conform your test kit number. Kind regards, ridiculously long, unpronounceable name. Well, Mr. Unpronounceable, you seem to be asking if I can confirm the same test kit number I gave you in my first email. Okay, here it is again, and so I wait. Again. At 9 p.m, I received the next unhelpful email which said, Our advisor has indicated that your inquiry, reference number 123163, has been resolved. Yeah, no, it hasn't. So I responded again to say I still hadn't received the result, and you're gonna love this part. Eventually, at 1:56 a.m. the next morning, I received this email. Hi Rajpal, thank you for getting in touch. Please see your test results in the below attachment. It just keeps getting better, doesn't it? I opened the PDF, and sure enough, it was someone else's test result. The mind boggles, doesn't it? How do you get from Andrew Locke to Rajpal? Not only that, but Rajpal's date of birth, passport number, and other personal information is all on there. I'm pretty sure some privacy laws have been broken. By this time, I was so frustrated and exhausted, I had to go to sleep. So I woke up early the next morning and I went back to the testing centre. 14 hours had now passed and I still hadn't got my test result that was guaranteed within 30 minutes. I asked to speak to the manager, I explained the whole sordid situation, and to their credit, they agreed with me that the name Rajpal doesn't sound anything remotely like Andrew. A lot of tapping on computer keyboards ensued, and 20 minutes later, I walked out with a printout of my test result. Now, it would be bad enough if the story ended there, right? Unfortunately, it didn't. I went upstairs to check in and the girl at the Delta counter looked at my test result, looked again like a double take and said, Sorry, this isn't valid. What? Sure enough, she pointed out that the date of birth printed on the test result didn't match the date of birth on my passport. It was someone's date of birth, but it certainly wasn't mine. So off I go back down to the test centre again, asked to speak to the manager again, and waited again for them to correct that mistake. I rushed back to the check-in, rushed through security, and barely made it on my flight. I was literally the last one to board, very out of breath too. Pretty crazy, right? Now, at the time, I was just thankful to make my flight. But in hindsight, that was a pretty colossal catalogue of errors for a company that has one job: to do a COVID test and give me the result within 30 minutes. So let me ask you, how do you think I should follow up with them? What would you do in this circumstance? I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions about this craziness in the comments below. The good news is that the whole stressful experience caused me to look at other testing alternatives. I was thrilled to find 2 companies that offer inexpensive, rapid antigen tests that you can carry with you for travel. First of all, there's the US-based company emed.com, where you can get a pack of 6 antigen tests for $150. That works out at just $25 a piece. And it looks like this. Now that is an incredible deal. In the UK, there's a similar provider called cured.com. They offer an antigen test which you can do from anywhere for £39. And if you use the coupon BATravel15, it's just £33. So how do these tests work? Well, when you're ready to take the test, you connect via video call to someone who walks you through exactly what to do, and they monitor the process as you do it to verify it. It's very easy, only takes about 15 minutes, and once they've confirmed your result, they'll upload the test certificate into an app for you. It's a really convenient solution for travel pros, and you'll save both time and money. Now, just as a reminder, your destination, of course, needs to accept antigen tests. So be sure to check that before you place an order. Many countries do, including England and the States, but not all. Thanks for watching that clip. In a moment, I'll tell you how you can watch the full episode. But just before that, we have a nifty free guide for you, which you can get at travelproshow.com. It's called 7 Top Travel Hacks to Save You Money on Your Next Flight. And it's the ultimate blueprint for getting the best deal every time. For more travel pro tips, subscribe to this channel by clicking on the little bell down there, and then leave a comment below saying, "I subscribed," and I'll personally respond to your comment. Also, since you just watched a clip, you can now watch the full episode of the show here. By the way, thank you for supporting creators like us so that we can continue to bring you high quality original content. Click here.